In Lesson 4, we have worked on scientific notation with multiplication, with division, with addition, and today we are going to focus on subtraction. So if you follow along on your notes with your first example, our steps that we use here are going to be very similar to that of what we used for addition. So first step is rewrite so that the exponents are the same. So first blank, exponents are the same. In this one, we have to add 1 to this exponent, and if we add 1, we need to follow Lars, so left and add go together, so we need to move our decimal 1 spot to the left. So we now have decimal point 35 times 10 to the 8th power. So we moved the decimal. Our second step was to move the decimal in the first factor that you changed the power for. Now that we have exponents that are the same, we need to subtract our numbers. So go ahead and subtract 7 8/10 minus 35 hundredths. If you're doing this by hand, again, make sure you line up your decimals. Now your answer will be 7.45. And because this is our answer, we're going to do it times 10 to the power of whatever we changed our exponent to, which in this case was 10 to the 8th power. So the last thing here is to simplify it back to scientific notation. Now just as a review, because we moved it to the left, we added, but if we had to move our decimal to the right, we would end up subtracting. So remember Lars as we're working with scientific notation. Example 2 here, we need to first find a common exponent, so we need to add 2. And then if we add 2, we need to move it to the left twice. So we have decimal point 487. From here, we will subtract our first factor, which was 1.02, minus decimal point 0487. Again, line up those decimals. And you should get an answer of 1.0213. And then once we added 2 to our exponent here, it became an exponent with a power of 26. So it would be times 10 to the 26th power. So our final answer would be right here. Example 3, same idea here. Get a similar exponent. So we have to add 1, which means we move this 1 spot to the left. So we're going to do 5 100th minus decimal point 41. Subtract, you get an answer of 4.6, and then times 10. Since we added 1, it became 10 to the 33rd power, and we have our final answer. Go ahead and try example 4 on your own. Go ahead and pause it, try this one, and then hit play. So what we went ahead and did was we added 1 to our exponent so that we had a common exponent of 17. Because I had to add 1, I also had to move my decimal 1 spot to the left. So that became 25 hundredths. Then I subtracted, and then my answer was 2.95 times 10 to the 17th power. In example 5, this one's going to be a little bit different. We have to add 4 this time so that we have a common exponent of 13. And because we're adding 4, we have to move our decimal 4 spots to the left. So this number is going to become decimal point 0.00035, and then we can go ahead and subtract. So 6.245 minus decimal point 0.00035. Go ahead and subtract. When you subtract, you should get an answer of decimal or 6.24465. And then it would be times 10. After you added 4 here, you had an exponent of 13. Go ahead and try example 6 on your own now. So pause it, try it, and then check your... So in this example, we had to add 5 to our exponent. So if we add 5, we also have to move our decimal 5 spots to the left. So that's where we get this decimal. Now, instead of rewriting this whole thing, I knew I needed to do 8.42 minus this decimal, and that's where I get this answer. And then it was times 10 to the 12th power, because after I added 7 plus 5, that gave me an exponent of 12. Now our last example is a population problem. So we have the 2010 population of India was about 1.16 times 10 to the 9th power. And the population in 2010 of the United States was 3.1 times 10 to the 8th power. About how many more people lived in India than the United States? So we are going to subtract our two scientific notations. The first thing we have to do is we have to add 1 to the exponent of 8, which means our decimal has to move 1 to the left. So we're doing 1 and 1600ths minus decimal point 31. When we subtract here, we get an answer of 8500ths. And when I look at 8500ths and I think about putting this into scientific notation with my common exponent up above, after adding 1, I now have 10 to the 9th power. Well, when you look at this, there's something wrong with it, and it's not in scientific notation. The reason it's not in scientific notation is because of that number, 8500ths. We know that scientific notation, you have to have at least 1 digit to the left of the decimal. And because I don't have 1 digit, I have to move this exponent 1 spot to the right. And if I remember Lars, left you add, right you subtract. We moved it to the right, so we also have to subtract 1 from our exponent. And when we do that, we have a new answer, which is now 8.5 times 10 to the 8th power. So what this is showing is at the end, you always need to make sure that your final answer is in scientific notation. You have at least you have exactly 1 digit to the left of the decimal. Now that you've finished the last day of lesson 4 notes, come see me for your homework, and I will get you going with that. Thank you very much for listening.